We have only three enemies in life: ignorance, fear, and guilt. Among these three, the central opponent is fear. Eliminate it, and the other two lose their power. I welcome you to a firewalk. Hello, I'm Eric Best. I'd like to tell you about a seminar I teach entitled Transforming Fear into Power, a firewalk. In case you're wondering what a firewalk is like, I'd like to ask you to imagine a bed of red-hot coals, about 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, and you're standing in front of it in your bare feet, and you're thinking about walking over it. The seminar is about the energy and the power and the knowledge to enable you to do that successfully. If you're like me, you probably first heard about firewalking as something that's associated perhaps with, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, the Far East. Part of a religious ritual, celebration, something like that. Well, actually, as I've studied it, I've found that firewalking has been conducted throughout the entire world. Besides the Far East, it's been done also in Greece, in Brazil, and even in North America. Now, what the extraordinary thing is now is that that experience, that opportunity is available to all of us now without having to go to the Far East or to Brazil or something like that. It's available right here. It's an extraordinary opportunity without religious labels or without any cultural overtones about coming to know a part of yourself that perhaps wasn't known before. A part of empowerment, a part about becoming more of who you are and have the potential to become. And most importantly, it's about transforming fear in your life, literally changing where and how it resides within you and what you do with it. The fear having less power over you, which gives you more freedom, more power, more opportunity for success. All right.
Just put this out, huh?
What I'd like us to do is to start off with each person introducing themselves. If you give us your name and very briefly where you're from, what you do for a living, and if you could share with us a particular fear that you have.
I'm Dottie Bishop, and I work for him. And
my nanny.
Yeah, I'm his nanny. And I think my biggest fear is of the unknown and change.
I'm looking to make some changes very soon in my life, and I'm afraid that I won't be taking the step in the right direction.
I just moved to California, and I'm aware of a lot of fears that I haven't thought of before, none of which are just jumping out at me, but I know I'm afraid of rejection.
What I'd like us to do is each one of us to carefully place the words that we've brought on there as sort of our contribution symbolically to the fire and to this process that we're going to be entering in tonight. There are several different gifts or benefits which are available to us tonight. The first one is literally the transformation of fear, changing where and how and to what degree it resides within us.
Being alone.
If I'm afraid of failing, then I don't attempt things where there's a big risk of failure.
I will not meet with the approval of somebody that I perceive to be a person with potency.
Each and every one of us in this room has the ability to do what I just did. I've got skinny arms. I'm not a Charles Atlas. It's not a question of just physical strength. We're going to use that same thing for enabling us to firewalk later on if we choose to do that.
What do we need? Our lifted fear? Okay.
Truly, the single largest enemy that we do have in life is fear. How it holds us back, stops our energy flow, stops that expansion. This can be a very, very powerful time if you choose it to be for you. What we're going to do, obviously, is when you're ready, is to take these fears, to crumple them up, and to throw them into the fire, making sure that they're burnt. Symbolic, of course, and it has the opportunity for carrying an extraordinary impact for you if you choose it to be that way. So I'm hoping that you really are considering what it would be like to be totally free of these fears. Whoa! One more time. Whoa! All right, great. Let's head on back up.
That's the battery pack. 932 degrees Fahrenheit.
Only 932 degrees?
Only 932.
You over the top of them or you're in the center?
Putting the probe on the top. Okay, the red parts are about 500. Let me put it over on the dust here.
This is the ash. No, it appears to be the ash.
Oh, it's dropped down to a nice 400 degrees.
430. 430.
So it's only about 800 degrees there. With a...
When I take the first step, my body will be perfectly protected. All right. All right. Wipe them off.
Cool moss.
Wipe them off. All right. Congratulations. All right? Yes.
Yes.
Wipe them off. Excellent. Wipe them off. All right. Fantastic. Celebrate. Congratulations. Everybody, please gather around here.
Feel that power.
I was humoring my fiance. I really was. And by the time we got down here, I was dying to walk him. I was excited and going to do it. And then after I finished, all I had was energy and intention. I went over and I hugged Lauren because I said, take my energy. I've got so much of it.
Since I was a 5-year-old child, I saw it on television, and I thought, if you have your mind right, you can do it. My whole life has been devoted to that, and I make my living also dealing with the mind, teaching people how to memorize and organize. This has been a life-changing experience for me, and I'll share it with other people. I'm glad I get to witness to it.
I'm crazy about it.
others knew it was possible, and I just had to try it myself.
You've seen what firewalking is like. Some parts of the seminar tonight, how it's been for some people, their reactions. If it feels like this is something which would be meaningful for you, which would contribute to your life, some excitement, some adventure, stepping out into the unknown, I invite you to come explore it. It is truly an extraordinary experience. If you do have an interest, come to the Firewalk. Thank you. What would it be like to be free of fear? The money in your life, your relationships, the power and control over your own life, your own direction, the freedom to be you, the freedom to honor who you truly are. All of this awaits you with the transformation of fear. I welcome you to a Firewalk.